Sheep snacks, crazy sheep. It's better than having a flat tire on your Jeep. It's better than a paper cutter eating a rotten peanut. It's better than burning your tongue on a Chinese dumpling. Crazy sheep, sheep that's crazy. It's better than a hamster that's really lazy. It's better than stubbing your toe, falling face first in yellow snow. It's better than a baby panda biting you on the knee. Watch together on your TV and talk with your family. Live like you're called to be Jesus. Watch together on your TV and talk with your family. Live like you're called to be Jesus.
Crazy sheep.
Moo. Hey everybody, welcome to Sheep Snacks in the Crazy Sheep World Headquarters. I'm Jeremy, that's Kyle.
Word.
Today we're going to be talking about worship.
Warship. My grandpa was on a warship. Yeah, it was a full buffet and a swimming pool. He and my grandma loved it.
No. First of all, that would be a cruise ship, not a warship.
That's right.
Okay. Second of all, we're not talking about warships. We're talking about worship.
A worship, like responding to God with the way we live our life.
Right. Worship is when we remember all the great things that God has done for us.
Okay, but he's done so many amazing things for us. I mean, how do we stop and thank him for all the blessings he showered us with?
You know, that is a great question to segue into our next video.
Ooh, it's like this is scripted.
Scripted. Roll cartoon.
I love salsa. No, sheep, I haven't finished that one yet.
Joaquim, I have an iron stomach.
Sheep is crazy.
Needs salt.
I love our annual salsa day. Yep, I look forward to this day every year. Nothing like a little salsa to remind me how old I am.
Well, your dandelion picante was especially good this year, Joaquim.
Thanks, sheep. That green salsa you made was tasty. What was in that?
Grass.
Of course. Hey, where's Wally Joyner? He's supposed to be bringing the final ingredient for my nuclear dump site salsa.
Joaquim, I brought the secret ingredient.
Wally Joyner, way to go, little buddy. Look at that beauty. The flaming Ghost Rider pepper.
Hottest pepper in the pasture.
It took me 16 years, but I finally found the perfect pepper.
Wow, has it been 16 years? Man, time sure does fly. I remember when you first came to the pasture, Joaquim. You weren't the soft teddy bear type you are now.
Ah, here we go with this story.
Why, hello there, stranger. Are you looking to enter the pasture?
No, I am not looking to enter the pasture. I play by my own rules, man. I will not be held down by all your laws and order.
Oh, but the rules in this pasture are very simple. Love and take care of each other, and follow the shepherd. Pretty easy stuff, really.
Well, I live by the rules of the road. I don't need anything but my bike and 1,000 miles of open highway. Ooh, sounds like a romantic, swashbuckling lifestyle. Where is your bike?
I lost it.
Oh, well, how about your 1,000 miles of open highway? Is that close by?
I took a wrong turn at the quickie stop.
I see. Well, you're kind of lost and without transportation. You're welcome to come into the pasture.
What's your name?
Sheep?
Are you crazy, sheep? I'm a road warrior. I can't be caged. I can't be contained.
We have free salsa.
Maybe I can come in for a few minutes.
Look how being a part of the shepherd's pasture has changed your life, Joaquin.
Hey guys, can we hurry this up, please? This pepper is melting my goggles.
Wally Joyner, I remember when I first met your goggles. Whoa! Well, hello there, little guy. Where did you come from?
I don't know. I think I'm lost.
Aw, well, I can help you out. What's your name?
Wallace Horatio Douglas Joyner. My friends call me Wally Joyner.
Are you okay? You seem a little unsteady.
It's okay. I just got some new goggles. They're surgically implanted on my face.
You flew here from space? Cool, I've never met anyone from space.
Not space. Face. My goggles are surgically implanted on my face. But someday I want to fly to outer space. Or be a professional wrestler. Or run like a cheetah. Or maybe I'll be a first baseman.
Wow, you've got an active imagination there, kiddo. Goggles surgically implanted on your face. Very creative, little guy. Why don't you bring your imagination into the pasture?
Here I come.
I think we're gonna enjoy your company, Wally Joyner.
Wallace, I'm so glad we're in the pasture together.
Joaquin, my face is on fire.
Hey, sometimes it's good for us to stop and remember where we've been and what the shepherd has done for us. You guys were both directionless, and now you're both salsa experts. We should do something to make sure we never forget these stories.
We could take a group picture.
We could build a Salsa Day memorial.
We could call the fire department.
Okay, Wally Joyner, let's finish this salsa. Okay, now this needs to simmer for a while before it's safe to eat.
I love Salsa Day! I will eat every salsa I see because I am King Balboni.
Well, you can't have this salsa because it's not ready.
It's got to simmer.
But I am King Balboni!
You shouldn't have done that, King Baloney.
I feel sweaty. That is one hot salsa!
Let it simmer.
So in Joshua chapter 4, after the Israelites cross the Jordan River, they stop and build an altar to God so that they will always remember what God had done for them that day.
Sort of like what Sheep said about remembering where we've been and what the shepherd has done for us.
That's right. And then if we jump over to Daniel, another great Old Testament hero, we get to see him worshiping God for something that God had done for him.
Do tell.
All right, this one is in Daniel chapter 2. Daniel says, "Praise the name of God forever and ever, for he alone has all wisdom and power. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to the scholars. I thank and praise you, God of my ancestors, for you have given me strength and wisdom."
Wow, Daniel was really worshiping. What had God done for him that was so awesome?
Many years ago, the king of Babylon conquered the land of Judah and brought back many of its people to Babylon. This king's name was Nebuchadnezzar. One day he told the head of the palace staff to get some Israelites from Judah's royal family, young men who were healthy and handsome, intelligent and well-educated, good prospects for leadership positions in the government, and indoctrinate them in the Babylonian language and the lore of magic and fortune-telling. The king then ordered that they be served from the same menu as the royal table, the best food, the finest wine. After 3 years of training, they would be given positions in the king's court. Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah were among those selected. The head of the palace staff then gave them Babylonian names. Daniel was named Belteshazzar.
I'll just stick with Daniel.
Hananiah was named Shadrach.
Shadrach? What's a Shadrach?
Mishael was named
Come on, Bruiser. Come on, Bruiser.
Meshach.
Come on, I really want to be Bruiser, not Meshach. Meshach. Me shoot free throw. Ha!
And Azariah was named Abednego.
Ooh, I like my new name.
Oh no, my mom is not gonna like me changing my name.
Daniel determined that he would not defile himself by eating the king's food or drinking his wine, so he asked the head of the palace staff to exempt him from the royal diet.
Excuse me, do you guys have any hot sauce or salt or something?
How many points is this chicken? I can only have 7 points a day.
The head of the palace staff, by God's grace, liked Daniel, but he warned him.
I'm afraid of what my master, the king, will do. He's the one who assigned this diet, and if he sees that you are not as healthy as the rest, he'll have my head. Well, we can't have that, can we?
Daniel then appealed to a steward who had been assigned by the head of the palace staff to be in charge of Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Try us out for 10 days on a simple diet of vegetables and water. Then compare us with the young men who eat from the royal menu. Make your decision on the basis of what you see.
That's ridiculous.
No, he's right. I love my veggies.
Ooh, I love broccoli. Num 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 num. Yeah, and beef stew goes right through me anyway. I commute 45 minutes both ways on camel every day for this.
The steward agreed to do it and fed them only vegetables, fruit, and water for 10 days.
Good grief. All this from eating vegetables?
And drinking water.
We got a filter. It's better for the environment than bottles.
I mix my water with strawberry crystal light. What?
At the end of the 10 days, they looked better and more robust than all the others who had been eating from the royal menu. So the steward continued to exempt them from the royal menu of food and drink and serve them only vegetables.
You think we could get some ranch with this celery?
That's not on the menu. Besides, ranch goes straight to my thighs.
At the end of the time set by the king for their training, the head of the royal staff brought them to Nebuchadnezzar. When the king interviewed them, he found them far superior to all the other young men. God gave these 4 young men knowledge and skill in both books and life. None were a match for Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, or Abednego. And so they took their place in the king's service. Whenever the king consulted them on anything on books or on life, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and the enchanters in the kingdom put together.
I'd go with the red cape, King. It brings out your eyes.
And it matches the drapes.
I love decorating. What?
I love it! Daniel responded in worship when God gave him wisdom and strength.
Wisdom and strength. That's what I named my biceps. What up, wisdom? What up, strength?
Okay.
But how do we respond? I mean, I get why we worship, but I don't fully understand the how of worship. Any quality biblical stories for that, oh wise one?
Well, sure. The Bible gives us all kinds of examples of how to worship, from building altars to singing songs to writing poems. But you know what? David gives us a pretty good example when he goes all undignified.
Welcome back to the streets.
Or as I like to say in my neighborhood, the streets.
Right. Today, I'm going crazy.
That's right, here we are again in downtown Overland Park, and this time, Kyle is going nutso.
David's relationship with God was really up and down. When it was down, David was like super depressed, and when it was up, he was way up.
And on this particular day in 2 Samuel chapter 6, David had reason to celebrate. So he was dancing and leaping all over the place in public. The problem was, David was king, and kings just don't act all wild like that.
David's wife saw, and she called him vulgar and said, "Kings just don't behave this way."
But David said, I was dancing before the Lord, and I can be even more undignified than this.
So I looked up undignified in the dictionary, and it said, a loincloth or long johns that are worn underneath the clothes.
No, that's when you looked up underwear. You need undignified.
Oh, sorry. Undignified, hang on. Oh, lacking in dignity, unrefined, unpolished.
And so when a king is acting unpolished and unrefined and undignified, that's just crazy. Yeah, that's a lot of uns. Maybe we should explain that a little bit better.
That's a good idea. Since David was a man after God's own heart, today I'm gonna go out into the streets and be undignified before the Lord.
Yeah, this should be hilarious. I mean, enlightening.
The streets, taking it to the streets, where Jeremy and Kyle talk to people on the streets. Taking it to the streets.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. Here's a dignified way to enjoy the great outdoors.
Oh. These are nice.
Now this is an undignified way to enjoy the great outdoors.
Oh! Oh! I love these flowers! Ah!
Okay, now we might need to buy a new bush. Anyway, example number 2. Here is a dignified way to scare a complete stranger.
Boo! Oh, you scared me. Well done, sir.
Here's an undignified way to scare a complete stranger.
Scary noise! Scary noise! What is that? Are you doing that? Scary noise! What is that noise? Scary noise! What in the world? What is your problem? Scary noise! This is getting weird. I don't want any trouble. Scary noise! Scary noise!
All right, this is good. Hey, as far as we can tell, this is exactly like King David. totally undignified. Okay, here is a dignified way to greet a complete stranger. Okay, now here's an undignified...
Dude, are you ready for this? I am gonna ride a complete stranger.
Did he say ride a complete stranger? I hear jail is nice this time of year. So here's an undignified way to greet a complete stranger.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. It's time to ride a stranger. Go, stranger! Go, stranger! This is just like David. That was awesome. What a rush.
I don't know, I feel like my personal space was violated a little.
That was just like King David.
Whatever, I can't even show my face around here.
What was that? Did you guys get all that? Was that undignified enough?
You didn't even warn me.
Oh, what? Dude, we should do a whole segment called Stranger Rodeo. Where, oh, yeah, I'm alive, baby, yeah, woohoo!
Okay, I'm not sure we accomplished everything we meant to accomplish, but anyway, I mean, David wasn't acting crazy just to be crazy. He was undignified because he was worshiping the Lord. He didn't care what anyone else thought. He just cared what the Lord thought. Where's Kyle? I gotta find Kyle.
Woo! Stranger Rodeo! Woo!
Okay, in 2 Samuel, David said that he would be humiliated in his own eyes. What do you think that means?
I think it means that he'll look silly in the eyes of the world.
Yeah, I think you're right. He didn't care what the world thought. He was just giving himself up for God because he only cared what God thought.
Right. I mean, he was so excited that it looked like nonsense to everybody else, but to God, it was worship.
Yeah, I want to be that sold out to God.
Me too. Does this mean I don't have to be crazy just for the sake of being crazy anymore?
Nope.
Oh. Stranger Rodeo! Oh, what have I created?
Oh, that does not look comfortable. Better call my chiropractor.
So it would seem that there's no just one way to worship.
Yeah, I think you're right. In fact, one of my favorite verses on worship is found in Psalm 104. It says, "Enter his gates with thanksgiving, go into his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and bless his name." You see, we can kneel, we can pray, we can dance, we just worship.
Well, that means there's a lot that I could do. I could write a poem,
You could sing a song,
draw a picture.
go outside and enjoy God's creation.
And all of these things help us to celebrate God's awesomeness?
Absolutely. In fact, that gets me thinking, what are some things that you can do to celebrate God's awesomeness? How do you worship?
And then talk about what God has done for you. What are your reasons for worshiping him? Maybe you could start with something simple like, he gave me eyes so I could see, and then work from there.
See, when we remember what God has done for us,
And respond in a way that gives him the glory.
that is worship.
And worship is what I'm going to name my other bicep.
What? You have 3 biceps?
Doesn't everybody? Oh, yeah. Wisdom, strength, Betty, Wilma.
Nice. Looking good.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, dude. I've been working out.
I named my quads Ananias and Sapphira.
That's weird.
Oh.
I mean, I like that.
So it seems like there's no just one way to worship.
Right, I think you're right.
Glad you're on my side.
That's great. All right.
So it seems that So it seems that there's just no there's no just. So it seems that there is no just one way to worship.
Yeah, I think you're right. Here in...
So it seems that...
I was exhaling.
Sorry. It's a long exhale. So that... Okay. So it seems...
See, when we remember what God has done for us,
and respond in a way that gives him the glory,
that is worship.
that is a dog.
It can't be easy.
Please, 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 please. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. With sugar on top. I'm begging ya. Begging ya. How about now? Can we talk about Jesus? Can we talk about Jesus? Can we talk about Jesus? Jesus. 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 Please, can we talk about Jesus? I don't want to do it anymore.
You have been randomly selected to take the following survey.
Do you like sheep snacks? Are you a fan of Jesus? Rank mac and cheese on a scale of 1 to 10. That sounds delicious. True or false? Jeremy got the looks and Kyle got the brains. That's a toughie. Name your all-time favorite baseball team. What's baseball? Have you ever eaten an entire lollipop without biting? True or false? You would totally swim in a pool filled with nacho cheese. I know that's true for me. Thank you for completing our survey. Now grab an adult and email us at info@sheepsnacks.com for a chance to win the entire first season of Sheep Snacks on DVD absolutely free. Here we go. Watch together on your TV and talk with your family and live like you're called to be with Jesus. Watch together on your TV and talk with your family and live like you're called to be